This lighting is not right. Oh, I mean, let me see what I can do with it. Okay, a little better. I'm getting pop-ups. Anyways, I know Uncle Lisa's here. Welcome aboard. Nancy Drew is here. Linda Barker. Uh, Carl, I am looking for your chip. Do you remember what color yours is? I was going to have you in, but I just walked in the door like not even 10 minutes ago. Naked people have little or no influence in society. Okay. Gotta put that one up. Kiso on one side of me and the Husky. Kaya. Kaya. I like that name. So where the heck? I got Uncle Lisa's chip. Where is yours, Carl? I got hitch up and toes right here, Marks. Lucky dog. Wow. We're starting off with a bang already. Yeah, it's been a day. I've been working on my nephew's truck for a couple days. Holly's taking a break from moving right now, so we got that. You know, I don't have two worries going on at the same time. Now tomorrow it'll probably all come down on me at once. I got to work on the truck. I got to go to work. I got to go help Holly. What else will happen? Lance, welcome aboard. I've got your chip here too. I just saw it. It's here. But Carl's is the one I'm looking for. Carl, what color is it again? I thought it was green, but I went to the greens. At least I think I did. There's Michelle's, Michigan Carol, Sensei Don's, She Devils, Ravens. How silly. How silly can it get? Carl says his is blue. All right. I was debating between blue and green. There's Tina's, Fairy Dust, Listener, Mobangs, Troy's, Lance's, Thin Blue Lane. Is it possible we dropped you on the floor or something? There's Nate's. William. There's somebody named Carl. Oh, that is you. There you are. You're in, Carl. Oh, wait a minute. I'm missing something here. Oh, that's terrific. Let's see. I think I said hi to Uncle Lisa. William Brody is here. And what am I missing? Ringo's here. I mean, Carl. Oh, goodness. All right. So, yeah, we're off with a bang tonight. The title, Hurry Up and Wait. Yeah, it seems like it's been that way the last few days. It's like, okay, I got to hurry up and do this, and then I stand in line at the grocery store or at the gas pump or you name it. You know, zoom, and then traffic jam. That's right. Good one, Mark. I like that one. You always got so many good ones. Carl's digging his out right now. I can hear him. I can hear him shuffling around in the back there. Nancy Drew, welcome aboard. Oh my goodness. Oh. So yes, I'm still got a little bit of that cold left. It just doesn't want to seem to go away. Okay, since I seen you Saturday, I did a little bit of work. Let's see, Pepsi, and then Monday I worked for GPM. Tuesday, Tuesday was important. I went to my cardiologist. You all are going to have to put up with me until the year 2035. They've they lowered how much power my pacemaker is having to use, which means that they added a year and a half to the overall battery life of the pacemaker. How about that? Everything looked good since the last checkup, which was 6 months ago. Um, Heart rate, blood pressure. I said, "Can you tell on there when I got pissed off?" And she said, "Yeah." So I'm going to have to watch that. They know everything. Um, so, uh, see, what else did that lady tell me? Oh, she had a cold too, the cardiologist. I could tell. She I said, "You got a cold, don't you?" And she said, "Yeah." I said, "Yeah, I got the same one." Well, actually, she had hers and I have mine, but you know what I mean. Oh, you can put up with me till 2035, Michelle? Cool. Yeah, it was great news. It was good to know. Eurovision Song Contest, the annual song contest thingy where all European countries and some more compete about a position at the top. Was that kind of like our old top 40 grandstand? What was that called on the bandstand? A hot rum toddy would be probably excellent. I've been using the lemon honey drops, and they've, soothed the throat. But I still got the, clogging up sinuses and hippopotamus red chip. Nancy is in. Where'd I put her? There she is. I got you, Nancy. I like hippopotamuses. I want a hippopotamus for Christmas. That's the only thing I want for me. How's the rest of that song go? It's cute. Yeah, it is a good lottery number for William Brody. That's good. Jelly, not butter. Sue is in with Horatio Hornblower. And I saw her thing here just a little while ago. Let's see, there's Lily's, Back Roads, Traveling Mike. By the way, does anybody have a really great relationship with Traveling Robert? I haven't had time to get a hold of him. You're in, Lucky Dog. But since he seems to be the guy on YouTube that has a lot of knowledge about karaoke, I need to pick his brains for one. But number two, I've got to thinking, hello, he's going to be at M23. I'm wondering if I can, like, maybe he could do part of the karaoke and I can do maybe I can be the MC and he can be the co-MC and do the computer, put the music up on the screen and yada yada. That's an idea, and it's probably a dang good idea because I'm already busy enough and overwhelmed enough with everything that's going on But I didn't want karaoke to be perfect. If I try to do it by myself, I may fall flat on my face. I don't know. Okay, look and see if any hungry apple, Michelle. I got you, babe. Here's a red chip. Oh, oh, that's good, Carl. I'm not an audio person or any of that. I do know, excuse me for blowing my nose online here. I do know that a license is required um, because the copyright rules. Um, so, in order to do karaoke, it has to be a license. At least that's for a for-profit karaoke, where it's a business. Now, maybe we get around that, but I think Traveling Robert already holds a license. But if we have to get more licenses or something, I'm perfectly willing to throw whatever has to be thrown at it. I've been prepared to go out and buy everything. We're talking, a few thousand. Well, I could pare that down to, let's say, 1,000. I'd be happy, happy, happy. But I want to make sure we get to do the songs, especially the ones that I've chosen. And then I'm waiting on George Ann's, and I'm waiting on everyone's songs. And I'm actually, what do we got? Over 50 people coming, damn 23. And I only have one recipe so far, and that's George Ann's. She may be the star of the cookbook. She didn't give me her song yet, though. And I also need some artwork or her picture, description of her channel, yada yada. Yeah. Oh, that's cool, Carl. Yes. For home use now. Okay. I don't know, Michelle. Why do you have to die and pay taxes? The mysteries of the universe. The only thing I can say is ask a Rosicrucian. They might know. The Dalai Lama, not likely. The Pope? I know. He ain't revealing any secrets. He's probably making $1 or $2 off of it. Ah. Uh-oh, Mark said something. He hit his hiney hard. You were supposed to capitalize. Your name's not on it, but we all know whose chip this is. That's sepia. Residential versus commercial. If you're getting paid to buy karaoke, you must use licensed materials made for that purpose. Hello, Dolly. I like it. That may make me change the wording when I put the graphics on the two-wheel dolly, the car trailer, whatever you want to call it, car hauler. I love it. Oh, mercy. Yeah. Yep, death and taxes. That's exactly what I basically already said. That and RC Cola. So does anybody know where the best by date is on a can of RC Cola? I'm going to have to find out. I bought this yesterday, a 12 pack. It's flat. And I bought it at a reputable big store. Doesn't come with a U-Haul. William Brody is in with Howdy Ho Horatio. Okay, I had William's chip out here. There it is. I got you. Got you, William. You are in. Does a HO train set mean that's another H word? We can use it as an H word, and we will. And you don't have to worry about it because you're already in the pot because of you are the Husky's hero. So you've been in since, well, a few minutes ago, but I knew you were going to be in at 8 o'clock this morning after watching your daily blog. Guess who's aboard? It's Bree. Happy Wednesday, Bree. We're so glad you're here. It warms my heart. There's some cows down the road. I've been trying to get to a point where I have the exact light and the exact focal point to take a good picture of them. But they usually are watching for me to come around. I don't know why. It just seems that way. And I'm not sure why they are segregated from the rest of the herd. I don't know if they are young bulls or soon to be steers, or I seriously don't think that they are veal. At least not the way they're just out in a pen, but it's a small pen. No grazing. It's all feed. That's what made me think, is it veal? But I don't know. They're young. That I can tell because they're small. You know, they're Guernseys. What else can I say about them? I don't know. I'll try to get a picture of them. I don't know if I'll have time to stop by the actual farm and say, hey, what's up? You know, with those photogenic Guernseys that you have down by 13 Mile and 13 Mile, you know, it's the cross street. Pretty close to M37. Weaning, why? I've not seen the need for wean around here. I'm not a cattle guy. I'm not a dairy guy. So I honestly don't know. I mean, I've been around dairy cattle and beef cattle in the past, and I've helped. Cut. I've helped make steers, and man, was the party afterwards good. I love mountain oysters. My suggested joke of the day: how many women does it take to do a man's laundry? Answer is 0. So find an excuse to not do it. I'm not in the basket, or I ran late. That is funny. So, if your babies get too big too soon, that's an issue. Is there? I'm guessing there might be a medical reason, health reason for the babies. Oh, Yeah, get off the tit so mama can produce milk for us. I got it. Heifer's white chip. Yes, you are a white chip, Linda. That was good. Good thought. H. H is for heifer. Ain't she a purty little heifer now, ain't she? I cow. Of course I did. Well, of course I did. And I love it. I want more. Oh, okay, yours are beef cows. Okay. Not dairy. All right. we can't. Oh my God, Carl. All right, I got to put that up now. Welcome to the Farm Hour. And I'm proud of that. You know, when I was young, I've told you the story before, but our local radio station, which is now 24/7, of course. But when I was, a youngin', I'd hear the national anthem at 5 a.m. and it was Wood Radio, WOOD. That's the call sign, which is interesting because Grand Rapids, where Wood Radio is headquartered, was the furniture capital of the United States for a long time. It was known as the Furniture City. Now it's known as Beer City, and all the furniture makers have all moved to Georgia. So, buttons on your underwear. Exception. Kyle's in with Holstein. I got you. Where is Kyle's? I know I saw it earlier. There it is. I got you. Sue's was going to BRV. Anyway, they'd have the national anthem, then they would give the weather. It was always Buck Berry in the morning. And he was a local he was a local cowboy. He did the Popeye show in the afternoons during the week. He also had a Saturday show, the Buck Berry show, where you could go and be on his show at Wood TV. So that was a special deal if you were having a birthday and your folks wanted to afford it. You could be on Buck Berry's show. He also then wasn't MC, but he would start the races at our local racetrack at the Berlin Raceway. And one year his barn burned down and his horse died. And all of us got together, raised money. And a couple weeks later, he came out to start the race on foot. And the announcer stopped him, said, "Wait a minute, Buck, wait a minute." And he turned around out from behind the announcer's stand at the racetrack. Came another Palomino. So I'm starting to cry now. Seriously, that was so beautiful. I mean, obviously Buck Berry was crying, but the entire audience was crying. Anyway, after the weather and this and that, local news, I think, the farm report. Yeah, and we'd find out what was trading as well, what beef was going for. I mean, we're talking cattle at the stockyards and sheep and, yeah, I forget what other, pigs, and soybeans. No, actually, I don't think We heard soybeans back then. But corn, regular beans, beets, all of that. A farm report. Nate Dogg is in with Honda. And I can't get my sister to get up off of her Honda. I want it. She's not going to sell it. So, Odyssey, Honda Odyssey van. Nate Dogg, where did I put you? I saw you just a little. There you are. I got you, Nate. Anybody remember Bob McAllister? Bob McAllister, wasn't that Captain Kangaroo? No, that was another H word from the Everglades, hot, humid, and habitats. Also heron. Well, you know what? It's too bad you don't get more chips for entries. Habitancies, yeah. Just like everyone else. I like that one, Mark. Oh my. That was Bob Keenan. You're right. Bob McAllister was Wonderama. Wonderama. You know, I am not. I've heard Wonderama. I don't believe I've ever seen it, nor am I familiar with how it operated. I do remember Lamb Chop. Traveling Merton and Sue just put up a video. Oh man, that nose is running. Doggone it. Oh. I don't know if it's allergies. I think it's a bug. I think a lot of us have this certain bug. I could be allergies, but how come so many people have it? And how come I have it? I don't have allergies. At least I didn't think I did. At least I'm better than I was last Wednesday. Last Wednesday I was sick. But it hasn't gone away yet. Not totally. It was rather funny. I have not had a chance to replay that. I tried, and then something else happened, or I actually fell asleep. I have been heading to bed early in the evenings, thinking, oh, I'm going to watch this or I'm going to watch that. And maybe I do. Okay, here's something that'll blow your socks off. It hurt her feelings, as a matter of fact. Tina went live, and that was last Wednesday when I puked out. Tina was live when I was laying there, and I thought, oh, I'll try to watch. I fell asleep. I woke up a couple hours later, and I didn't know what Tina had said, and I found Linda's message that Lance was trapped in the basement, or maybe it was Sue. I don't want them. Poor guy. The show might have been regional. It could have been, yeah. We had Bozo, which I think was just right around West Michigan. He actually took over for Buck Berry on Saturdays. What obviously Buck Berry was a local, regional, if you will, show. Not regional, no, local, period. And then I'm trying to think of his name, Richard someone, can't remember his last name. He was also he was in a radio personality, TV personality, but he would play Bozo and on the show. Yes, we are doing H words, hitch up and toe. And you are in. I forget what you said. Hypocrite, or you said something. You were in. Maple trees bloom. White mangroves. Allergic to stupidity. Doing the same things over and over again. Yeah, maybe I am. Bozo and Howdy Doody were national, huh? But their characters, was it possible that their characters were portrayed by different people? Because I know this Richard guy, I mean, he was local and he was Bozo on that Saturday show. Horseshit. I say that to a lot, yes. Okay. That was one of my mom's favorite songs. Horse shit, sailor, you're not on the sea. You'll never get rich digging a ditch. You're in the army now. And it had more verses. That was one of those, I think you had to be drinking songs. Let's see, we'll get people going here that they know they got to come up with an H word to get their poker chip put in the bowl. And then we will read from the book here just yet, but in about, I don't know, half an hour, we're going to draw a ticket for $5. Where'd I put it? There it is, underneath the computer. Mr. Doobie on Romper Room. I remember Romper Room, of course. Anyways, here's the $5 mystery key cash word that I will be drawing for at approximately 7 o'clock. And then we'll have our second contest based on words that we take from there. And then I have the Black Pearl. Where is it? Where is the Black Pearl? It better be here. And I don't see it. So I may have to rush off while you guys are making sentences or something and go find it, because I do have it. I saw it earlier, but it may have got left in the bedroom. Because, it's a smaller ticket. It may have slipped out. Because I had them stacked sideways in the file folder. Oh, well. I don't see it on the floor. Let's see. 2 days ago, while moving stuff around and helping Holly, I found my metallic paints. They are just around the corner from me in the living room now, so I'll eventually get Kelly Crawford's chip painted. And there may have been some others. I got to go back in the notes and see who requested special colors. Oh, no. Carl, you are an old soul. I've been told that I am too. But no one's called me Old King Cole. All right. The book. The book. Now, don't forget, people, if you haven't got your chip in yet, think about it. Okay. Hammer and tongs. How did we come to use the phrase hammer and tongs to mean energetically? The illusion is the vim and vigor exhibited by a blacksmith showering blows with his hammer upon the iron taken from the forge fire with his tongs. Energetically hammer and tongue. He was probably working fast to keep from burning his ass. The important Mars will do that. You know, there's a book. I believe it's by our favorite Robert Heinlein. Stranger in a Strange Land. If you haven't read it, I recommend it. It gave me a different viewpoint on death. And it's a viewpoint that I pretty much embraced. Back of the line. Oh, I saw a license plate of love. It was written in reverse. Holly says, "What's that say on the front of that truck?" It was turning towards us. I said, "It was backwards." So you can see it in your rear view mirror. It says, "Move over." It was a big truck. Jubal Harshaw, yep. Michael Valentine Smith, yep. I remember both. Stranger in a Strange Land the character was from Mars, a human baby raised by Martians. Or whatever the prequel to that was, either the spaceship crash landed on Mars or it was a colonist ship that something went wrong and he was the only survivor as a baby. Kind of hearkening to the Raised by Wolves story, but he was raised by Martians. Yes, Heinlein. Hang on. Always keep your beer in a cold, dark place. Lazarus Long. The Diary of Lazarus Long. And of course, we've referenced this before on this show, either on this show or a Saturday show. And Staffel. I could use that every day. These people wanting a handout, they feel entitled. Yeah, 10 Staffel. They just don't get it. What was it? P.T. Barnum said this one. Promise them bread and circuses, and they will vote for bread and circuses every time. Afraid not. Yes. Yep. That's like the two strangers that walked into a bar. And the bartender says, "We don't serve strings here." And the string said, "But I'm afraid not." Okay. Yes, science fiction author. Mark, I'm really surprised. I figured you'd already be an aficionado of Heinlein. Robert A. Heinlein. The late Robert A. Heinlein. Asimov, he's still alive, is he not? I don't remember. Boondock Charlie and Butch, gardening with the kids in Ohio. Sounds fun. The Cat Who Walked Through Walls. I just mentioned that yesterday to my sister because it was my mom's favorite book. The Cat Who Walked Through Walls. It's an all-time favorite of my mom's. Another one of my favorite Heinleins was The Moon is a Harsh Mistress. Stranger in a Strange Land, that's right. Which is about a Martian. What started this was that you said something about being from Mars. Asimov died over 20 years ago. Okay, I couldn't remember. We have lost. Now I think about it, Asimov died in Sri Lanka. Yeah, Sri Lanka. There's some more. Oh, they'll come to mind, and we'll get sidetracked here. That book, okay. Which one? The Moon is a Harsh Mistress, or The Cat Who Walked Through Walls? All right. There was a series that he wrote, and there was this redhead. She was kind of almost a warrior princess. But then there was another series that he wrote. And the name of the spaceship was The Gay Deceiver. Help me out. Arthur C. Clarke. Oh, Asimov died in New York City. Okay. I do stand corrected. I honestly don't know where everybody kicked their buckets. Handicap. Wait a minute. I thought we came from this. Yes, we did. We talked about this last week. It has to do with horse racing. Handkerchief. What is the origin of the word handkerchief? The cur of this word comes from the Old French couvert, meaning to cover. The chief comes from a chef, meaning head. A kerchief was originally a head covering, especially the bit of the cloth used by women to cover their heads when entering a Catholic church. Okay. A handkerchief was one carried in the hand. Makes me want to blow my nose. And D has a premiere right now. Doggone it. Well, sorry, D. Yes, Maureen, Lazarus' mother. That's right. Thank you, Carl. Now, was she one of the characters that had been a man and changed gender? I can't remember. I always thought Heinlein was a little bit on the frustrated sexual side in many of his later writings. I think he needed to get laid. I don't think it was happening. Handwriting on the wall. Where do we get the expression handwriting on the wall? It is an allusion to the Bible. According to Daniel 5, handwriting appeared on the wall of Belshazzar's palace wall. Mene, tekel, upsharan. I'm probably destroying that. Mene, tekel, upsharan. This writing announced to Belshazzar the loss of his kingdom. The handwriting on the wall. I did not know that. Okay. You must have read an autobiography or... Oh, I know. He was your next door neighbor. Go figure. Yeah, true. Timmy Ray, welcome aboard. We're glad you're here. We're working on H words, by the way. There you go, starting our engines. All right. Hang fire is our next little cliche. What is the reason a delayed action is said to hang fire? It's because a flintlock gun does not always go off immediately. Though the spark has been set, the powder in the pan may fizz for a while before exploding the charge behind the shot. And I have witnessed that. A friend that had flintlocks, black powder, he had all kinds of stuff. Hangout. How did hangout come to mean a gathering place? Hangout originally meant a place of business, where at one time almost all professional men, artisans, and tradespeople hung out signs to indicate their occupation and a place of business. The term had its origin in the phrase, "Where do you hang out your sign?" Okay, now I'm going to be interested when we get to the S words. A shingle. Hmm. Timmy's got in the house with house. Let's see. Let me find Timmy's poker chip. Oh. And I believe I have it right here. Yep. There you go, Timmy. You are in the pot along with about 12 others so far. Worm's Eye View. I love her. Back to Reality, Home from Travels. Okay. She's got a video put up. That's Pippa. Timmy, do you know who Pippa is? Worm's Eye View. She's over there by Mark and Coral. Across the water. She is funny. But she puts out some excellent videos. Places that she goes. Some of the things she does. She has a caravan. You know, that's what they call them over there. I think hers is what we would call a Class B. It kind of reminds me of Charlie Grace's van. A tricolor heron who flies next to the boat. $50 in a coffee cup in the housing area. If I don't live there, that this bird will land on my arm. Oh, that would be so cool. Oh my. Instead of having your own peregrine falcon, you're going to have, what is it? A tricolor heron. Will be different about it. Teach them to ride on your shoulder, and I'll give you a hat like this. And we'll give the tricolor heron a tri-cornered hat. Meine Ut hat Triaken. Triaken at mein Ut. Timmy says he's been thinking about quitting racing. Timmy, I have to cry BS on that. Your dad wants you to continue racing. I know. Who am I to say that? Who am I to tell you what to do? But Timmy, I have this funny feeling that racing is in your blood. And I don't think your dad would want you to be unhappy. Think about it, Timmy. And do talk to other people as well. Don't take my word for it, please. And Lucky Dog has yet another phone call. I think Dialing for Dollars is trying to get a hold of her. Yes, he is. Thank you, Carl. I'm putting that up. Because I believe that's true. I also believe that you might actually hear them out there when you're in the race car. I'm serious. Now, when my mother passed away, it wasn't too long after that um, my nephew Chris, who was a racer, he went out to Berlin. He says, "I'm going to win this one tonight for Grandma," and he did. Pedal to the metal, don't look back. Your dad wants me to wear a bra, or he wanted me to wear a bra. I thought I'm out of that uh, demand, and now your mom wants me to put panties over my head. Yeah, I'm not quite into that. There's a time and a place. Yep, Nancy, you're correct. I'm putting that one up now. No, I'm not putting panties on my head. Hey, we're real close. We're like 9 minutes away from drawing a chip. So if your chip is not in the bowl, you need to come up with an H word or H phrase and get your chip in there. Because we will be drawing right about 7 o'clock. Yep. Carl, I was just talking to my sister this afternoon about that. We were charging a battery in her other son's, Rick's, his car. And and the car and Rick both have issues. But anyways, Don says, "Careful, you almost crossed that. Positive, negative, reverse it." Yeah. Ooh, thank you. Um, I did that one time in my life where it actually caused an issue. I blew the battery right out of my mom's. It was a Duster, 74 Duster. I blew the battery right out of it. I mean, it went airborne. Could have took my head off. I don't know how I survived that. You got to get the critters fed too. Um, so there was nothing we could do but leave her car where she had parked it. Fortunately, it was in a safe place. It was in town, but it was in a safe place. And she locked it up, and I said, "Well, we'll go home and deal with it tomorrow." So we're going down Burton Street, which was a 4-lane road with no center turn lane. And I had started out in the right-hand lane, and there was a car in front of me that, was going slower than I wanted to. So I pulled to go and pass him. Further ahead, there was another car in the left-hand lane. And guess what? Just as soon as I passed that, or almost passed that car, the car in front of me put on their left turn signal. So I had to slow down and stop for that car to turn left. And my mom, she says, "Yeah, story of my life. Just when I get in the fast lane, some asshole has to turn left." Oh boy, here we go with Timmy and Nancy again. Uh, That's hilarious, Carl. It sounds rather goth, Carl. Let me find you some black makeup. Kimmy says he saw her first. Come on. You guys don't have a clue. Hello? She subscribed to me long before she ever heard of you yahoos. Oh my goodness. That is so flat. I'm going to have to find time tomorrow to take it back. Say, hey. I don't know how to read the dates. Pepsi and Coca-Cola, the best buy or, best if used by date is on the bottom. Clear as mud. Plastic bottles are usually on the neck or on the cap. It'll just have a date. It won't say best buy. It'll just have a date. Well, that's the expiration date. Let's see. Other drinks, sometimes their expiration dates are in codes that you don't know. And I'm beginning to think that RC Cola might be one of them. There's some numbers around the UPC. There's some other numbers here and there next to the UPC, but nothing that clearly gives you a expiration date. Somebody said that it's possible that the expiration date is on the case. Well, fortunately, I still have the case. And I should probably try to remember to put it in the truck tonight so I can have it with me tomorrow. Rolling on the floor laughing. Oh my goodness. Yeah, you're poking at each other, but Nancy Drew is your object of your consternations with one another. I heard a good one. It was he's not a rabbi, but he's I forget what you call a Jewish theologian, has a certain title. But he said, he says, we've been arguing with Christians. The Jewish people and the Christian people have been arguing. The Jewish people say the Messiah has not yet come. And of course, the Christians say, oh, yes, he has, and he's coming again. So there's the debate, the big debate of what this Jewish theologian said. Why do we wait till the Messiah gets here, and we'll ask him if he's been here before? And they'll settle the argument. In the meanwhile, how about we just forget about it and get along? Perfect. I like that. Let's find something else to argue about. Or flirt with Nancy Drew. I don't know. You're 3 days too late. Move the damn rock and get back to work. Yeah. I always, from other people that heard the date doesn't mean anything. It's going to be sold by that date. That's true. You're absolutely right, Jimmy. That's what's making me think this thing is way overdue. Usually if it's a couple months, no big deal. But I think this has gone beyond that. It's flat. There's no fizz. It's flat. Okay, I'm trying to read what Brody said, but I get pop-up. You expired a long time ago. William, I don't know if you were here when I told the news to everyone, but the cardiologist gave me another 1.5 years on my battery. So don't expect me to give it up until sometime in 2035. Maybe by then they'll figure out a way to make me immortal, and then I can actually embrace the phrase that the good die young. And that's why I'm still here. Some contradicting what? Oh, yeah, that's different. Did I try another one? Yeah, this is my third. I opened one yesterday and I never got around to drinking it. And of course it's flat. So then last night, along with my casserole, I opened one and discovered that it was flat. I'm like, yuck. And I set it aside. I still have it, but I mean, I need to pour it down the drain before I spill it in the bedroom. And then tonight I said, well, you know what? I'm going to just double make sure. And yeah, it's flat. I mean, okay, so it's wet. And it tastes like sugary. But I really would like to have a little fizz in there. Lots of pop-ups. Lots of people posting videos. Ready to feed the dog? Okay. We're getting ready to draw a chip. Nate, you're just in time. And I believe you're going live after me. So we've got Tix at 6 and Nate at 8. Am I correct? And your chip is right in front of me here somewhere. So all you got to do is come up with something clever. Might be the last one getting in tonight before I draw. So then what happens usually is the last person in is the first one out, and I draw your chip, and yeah, and everybody thinks it's rigged. I'm on channel 57. Wow. Channel 57 in, Mississippi. Ahoy, mateys. Thank you for being aboard. If at all possible, grab your device, your phone, and sign into YouTube on there, and you can watch me on your device. But you can also, on your device, you can subscribe. You can give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down, whichever you prefer. It all counts towards my views. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you. Maybe they froze and thawed. Now that's a possibility, especially up here, Linda. You know, nobody's going to argue with me at the family fair. I know everybody that works there. I was just there in their back room yesterday getting scrap metal because I know the maintenance guy. Feeding's going to be at 8 when Nate at 8. All right. Let me just double check, make sure. Everybody else, make sure that you are in. I know Michelle is, I know Linda is, Timmy is, Nancy is, Carl's in. Our treasured home. Did you come up with an H thing? Because you're not in. I may have missed it if you did. So tell me if you did. Thank you, Nance. And why don't I find... There he is. I'm beginning to think Dallas ran off with it. By the way, Nate, Carl is babysitting a Husky. That's how come his chip got in first. Hang on. Yeah, I'm on my live stream. Just go to YouTube and type in Captain Jack Scrapper. Yeah. And maybe your device will let you make a comment. That would be cool. That'd be real cool. and where it says search, or the magnifying glass, click on that and type in Captain Jack Scrapper. Okay. Yeah, there you go. Yep. All right, maybe we'll see you here in just a few seconds. Okay, I will. Bye-bye. Okay, that was my sister. So, been doing some work for her. Hickory dickory dock, the mouse ran up the clock. There is an H in there. Okay, Nancy, you are definitely in. Dance party. We all need to have a YouTube reunions like Bring Back Daydream and Nettie and Happy Place Camping and Jerry Holly and me. That is an excellent idea. I think it will happen as to when, where, how. Things change. Everybody's kind of where we were 4 years ago. We were all growing out of Blue Wave Odyssey and growing our channels and meeting one another and attending live streams, which was extremely important. Still is in my book. But we had Gary Hart and we had Jerry Holly, James Catanese were co-hosting for a while. We had BJ and Keith with Slow Momentum, Mel and Nettie. Mel and Nettie still co-hosts with Dawn, Haunted History. She's still on with her. Felix, I don't know what Felix is doing these days. Other than making videos. She does make videos. I don't know if she's doing any live streaming lately. But I will say, those were kind of fun times. For some reason, I had more time back then. I think Gary Hart would go live at 10 o'clock in the morning. Hello? What is dickery? I think it might be related to chicory. I'm not sure, Nancy. I do remember, oh no, that story is going to have to wait for late night. That one's a late night thing. If I remember, if we do a live late night, maybe on Ron Darrell some night. It has to do with Hickory Dickory Dock. Anyway, the Husky crate means that almost 1/3 of the walking space here is temporarily gone. No dance party. That's funny. There she is, Jeannie Brown. Welcome aboard. Everybody, please give a warm welcome to Jeannie. And she's learning. She can make a comment back now. So, Jeannie, I can make you a poker chip. Now, we're running late. We were supposed to draw from that bucket at 7 o'clock, but we got sidetracked, and that's okay. But we are in H words today. We've been working from this book. I think you've heard me mention it. It's called Why Do We Say It? It's in alphabetical order, and each letter of the alphabet has a bunch of phrases and cliches that, had a letter word H in it. And so we came up with this idea to do H words. You get your chip put in the bucket. At approximately 7 o'clock, I draw a chip. And then we start in a mystery key cache word, scratching it off. And then for every 5 words that we scratch, or every 5 letters rather, then give out words and we make sentences. And the chips go in for those. And then at about 7:45, we'll have another drawing for a black pearl. At that time, I'm going to have to run in the bedroom and find it. Gene Simmons. Gene Simmons is here. I didn't see him. Maybe he's on 57 or he's standing by you. Ahoy, Gene Simmons. And welcome. Okay. Jeannie, I'm on channel 57 somewhere in Mississippi. Yeah, it's a private cable channel. I've become a star in the southern regions. That has nothing to do with porn. Shut up. And Jeannie, and many of these people that you're saying hello to, I know personally. Like Michelle, I know her personally. I've met her personally. Linda Barker, I know her personally. People that I've seen at meetups, especially the M21 and M22 meetups up in Merrill, Michigan. And many of these people that are in here right now are coming this year to the M23 get together. For instance, well, I did meet Czar, which is Ringo and Czar. He's the guy I did the video with out on the lake. He does recovery. Yeah. Sonar. Look for bodies or things. We went treasure hunting. We weren't expecting to find any bodies. There is Bree, TGIF. You're babysitting the baby. Okie dokie. It is neat, Jeannie. We have a blast here. This Wednesday night show has become more and more popular in the last few months. When it was really cold and snowy and nobody could go anywhere, we had like 24 people in here. It was a cacophony. Nobody could get a word in edgewise. Not even Carl. A Google dickery. It is interesting. Okay. Timmy says his mom said, I can sound like a cow. Am I doing that for you, Joanne, or am I doing it for Bree? Oh, gosh. All right. You going to come up with an H word, Jeannie? And how about you, Nate? You're not in yet either. You got 2 seconds. Moo moo. Hey, Jeannie sounds like a cow. How about that? Does that work? Joanne, Jeannie's my sister. My little sister. So, and yeah, we've ridden cows. Casey Verstrat's farm. The farm kind of catty corner from ours. Kea, that's the husky, chewing in her crate. All right. There you go, Jeannie. You're in. I'll make you a temporary chip. And then you have to tell me what color you want, and I'll make you a permanent one of any color you want. I mean, I've got the standard colors here, and you're getting red tonight, but okay, so you are in. And now we're waiting on Nate. There he is. Be a good human. There you go. Jeannie, Nate is the guy I'm hoping, God willing, I will be kayaking with at Pictured Rocks. Unless Kyle talks us out of it because it could be too dangerous for kayaks. But Kyle might bring, what's that called, Kyle? That famous boat. They even have a club. These boats are big. They go across Lake Michigan and back. And yeah, the Sequest. I can't remember what the name of the boat is, but they're large enough that we can go see Pictured Rocks, even if Lake Superior is kicking up some big waves. Power Quest. Thank you, Kyle. All good. I knew you were getting it really soon, Nate. I don't see an H word in there. You want to borrow heron from Carl, maybe, or um, hello, or what do you want? Timmy Ray, if I win this, please give my gift to Nancy. Oh, I will. I can do that. All right. Last chance, Nate, because we got to hurry through this now because you go live. Oh, you said human earlier. Of course you did. I remember now. I got sidetracked trying to tell my sister what's going on. So, anyways, yeah, because I got sidetracked talking about pictured rocks. And you and I and Kobe. Kobe's not a dog. I know it sounds like a dog's name, Jeannie, but no, Kobe is a guy. He is a teacher at MIT. Houghton. Yep. Michigan Institute of Technology at Houghton, Michigan. Yeah, he's a cool guy. Cool guy. He's traveled all over. He's going to come to M23, but unfortunately, he's going to be over visiting Mark. Maybe. He's going to be in Europe. Yes. Hocus pocus. What about Jeannie's? Jeannie's is in. See, Jeannie, I have what you call moderators. You see, I don't see it, but you see their names in blue, and there's a little wrench behind their names. Like Carl's a moderator, Linda is, I think Timmy might be, not sure who else right off the bat. But now, if somebody comes in and starts being an ass, they can kick them out. And it has happened. You know, we get trolls once in a while. Get these young kids that think it's funny to expose themselves on, you know, just weird shit. And so my moderators can do something about it. Whack his pee-pee, you know, and get rid of him. So we are at 7:17. We are going to stir it up. I still don't have a lid. We're going to stir these chips up. Hibernate for Nate. Okay. That works. He's definitely in here. Because he said something about being a good human. Human. That's what Dallas and Pippa say. Be a good human. Instead of a good dog, be a good human. Yeah, I'm not looking in here. I'm just shuffling it up. Sometimes I have Holly draw these. But I'm going to draw this tonight. I have one in my hand. Don't know whose it is. I got to move these out of the way because quite often what happens is the same people that are in the pot right now, along with this one in my hand, they will also end up getting their chips thrown in for the second drawing, which is the Black Pearls scratch off tonight, which we will do at about 7:45. Hopefully we can get through this fast without me getting too sidetracked like I always do. There's Timmy's channel. We can put Timmy Ray's channel up. And there's Nancy Drew's channel. Yeah, you can click on those channels, JD, and follow all these other people. They have channels as well. All right, here we go. I don't know what's in my hand, but it's a blue chip. It's Ringo and Czar, which means it's Kyle. Okay, Kyle, we're going to be scratching your ticket starting almost immediately. I'm going to empty these chips out and just put them in a pile for the moment. And then when we start doing sentences, I'll know where to find them. So, mystery key cash word. Our happy quarter. Bright, shiny 2022 quarter. Denver mint. But it's still sharp enough on the edges for good scratching. Okay, everybody root root for Kyle. I think this might be the first time we've drawn his chip out of a pot for anything. First letter is a G. Looking for G's. In all the wrong places. Epilogue. What else has a G? Ego. And that looks to be it for a G. Next letter out of 20 is a K. Remember, it takes 3 words to get on the board to win at least $5. Or if you spell a mystery keyword, it's just that, at least $5, but usually it's more. There's only 2 mystery keywords on the puzzles. There's 2 puzzles. I mean, you can win 4 times. They're played separately. I have never seen that happen. I've seen 2 winners on 1 ticket. Okay, we're looking for K's. Kneecap and knack has 2 K's. K-N-A-C-K, 2 K's. That looks to be it for K's. Third letter is O. O is always good. There's 2 O's in the word room, which is a crossword with Howell, a town I believe is southeast. It's anyways on the eastern side of the state. Not, N-O-T. Epilogue has an O, and it's a crossword with juror, like on the judge, jury, juror. Okay, toss has an O. Puzzle 2, Ascot has an O. Also, crossword with Almont. Another town, I believe it's either in the Upper Peninsula or up in the Thumb area. If Frank Cancel was here, he'd tell us immediately. He knows where all the towns are. Ego has an O, and so does once. Off has an O. That's it for O's. Fourth letter is an M. Man and menu. Room. Plum. And example. Now let me give you an example. All the pups are full now. Okay, M is in the word imply. Almont. Okay. Any more M's? I don't see any. That doesn't mean we won't double check. Fifth letter, and soon I'll give you 2 words. I got to find my ink pen. I think it's over there. Y is our 5th letter. Imply. Canary. That looks to be the only 2 Y's. All right, now, ink pen. Your first word out of 2 words is epilogue. That's E-P-I-L-O-U. No, it's E-P-I-L-O-G-U-E. Epilogue. O-G-U-E. I keep spelling it wrong there. Epilogue. And your second word, and Linda's going to put these up on the screen here in a second, but you're going to make a sentence out of 2 words here, and your chip will be put in the pot for the drawing for the Black Pearl scratch off. So the 2 words are epilogue, E-P-I-L-O-G-U-E, and uplift, U-P-L-I-F-T. Now you can use variations on these words. You can make them plural. You can do whatever. All you got to do is make a sentence using these 2 words, and you'll be in the pot. I will be giving your 5th or your 3rd word in about 5 letters from now. Frank is on the road going east to his hometown in New York. Safe travels, Frank. Where is Almont? Don't ask GPS. Just tell us off the top of your head. Where is the town of Almont? Almont. My sister probably knows. She's been all over Michigan. Thank you, Linda. There's your 2 words to make a sentence out of on the screen. Okay. The next letter is W. Howl. Howl. That's near Frankenmuth, if I'm not mistaken. That's it. That's the only W I found. Okay, next letter is a P. There's a P in pressure. You got me under pressure. There's a P in epilogue. There's a P in plum. Timmy's plum crazy for Nancy. Example has a P. Imply has a P. Pixel has a P. Tip has a P. Looking for P's in puzzle 2. I do not see any. All right, next letter looks to be an A. A's are popular. Howl is by Detroit. Okay. The epilogue of David. Elba is in Lapeer County. Okay. I can't read it right now, Timmy. I'm trying to do this scratch off real quick. Maybe somebody else can reprint it or something. There, William Brody, he's in. See that, Jeannie, how he made a sentence? William Brody is in. A, remember A's? Man has an A. Arc. Surprisingly, I've not seen that many A's. A is usually quite a popular letter, along with E. Any vowel. Example has an A. Ascot. Almont. Deal. Canister. And Canary has a couple A's. Boy, I'm belching and there was no fizz in that RC Cola. I'm still belching. Probably because I'm talking and intaking and yeah. Also, base, kneecap, tactic, knack, and fluctuate. Any more sentences? How old is west of Detroit, north of Ann Arbor? You must be talking text to your thing. Alma, west of Detroit. Or Howell. You're saying Howell. Okay. West of Detroit, north of Ann Arbor. Yep. Okay. Now I do remember. Don't know what town I'm thinking of. Joanne said if she's seen your eyes, look in the cookie jar, look in it and the chips. Okay. Yeah, the chips are in the cookie jar. I thought that was a chip jar. Next letter is the I, another vowel. Okay. Epilogue has an I. So does difficult has a couple I's. Uplift has an I, as we know. By the way, uplift is one of the mystery keywords. And it has a P that I missed, so I just took care of that. Tip and pixel share an I. Imply. Canister. What is that? Cabin. And itch. Scratch that itch, Nance. Tactic. All right. Letter number 10. And then I'll be giving you a third word to make tense. Yeah. Alma. Frank, the second one there, Almont. Almont. Talking, texting, yeah. Okay. All right. Our another vowel, it's a U. Letter number 10 is a U. Cure. Epilogue. Shared with menu. Uplift. Plum. Difficult. Ha! It's not Belleville, it's Bellevue. I know where both of those towns are. I bet Frank does too. We all know where Belleville is because that's where Tina is from. But Bellevue, VUE. I'm not talking about the hospital in New York. Fluctuate has two U's. Okay. And we're going to use fluctuate for our third word. I know, Linda hates me. Fluctuate. 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 Oh, your town is Alma. All right, cool. Alma is in the thumb. Gateway to. You passed Tina's house this morning. That's cool, Frank. I hope you waved. I haven't heard from her. I have a feeling she's taking care of Buddy. Buddy's been not doing so hot. Okay, so did Linda? Yes, there she is. We got 3 words. Make a sentence using any 2 or all 3 of those words. And you'll get your chip put in. V. V. As in V. Where's the V's? Do I see any V's? Yes. Looks like vet or vat. Because it's a mystery key 3-letter word. Just needs a T. I don't see any more V's. Okay. Next letter is S. Pressure has 2 S's. Toss has 2 S's. And flames has an S. Ascot. Also. Base and canister. I think that's it for S's. We're getting down there. The next word or letter is F. Gateway into the thumb. I thought maybe it was thumb or Lake Huron. Could be a gateway into another dimension. Don't touch that dial. All right, F. Let's see. Difficult has a couple F's. Flames. And off. We spelled word. OFF. And it shared one of those F's with the word fluctuate. Okay, Carl's going to be in here. The epilogue of my autobiography may uplift you. However, you may fluctuate between laughter and tears. Good one, Carl. I got your chip right here. And you were in. Yeah, I saw the question about the presidents. No, I've never met a U.S. president. I do know Jack Carter. He was the president of Ferguson Hospital. We were good friends. Don't say that too fast. Yeah. Hold your horses, right? Q is our next letter. Q, 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 Q. I don't see any Q's. I didn't think I would. H is for Carl. H is our 15th letter, and it will be something to do with your fourth word. H is in howl. Let's see. H, H, H. This will be cool if somebody wins, especially Kyle. Then my sister can see how this works. Okay, itch. And that's it for H's. So, I'm looking. There's only one choice. Itch is the fourth word. Itch. And you can use variations, of course. Itching, itched, whatever. A pelican. That's hilarious. Oh, I missed your sentence, Nancy. Uh-oh. I believe you. Where is Nancy's chip? There's Jeannie's chip. And Nancy has the same color. There it is. I got you, Nancy. All right, next letter. Yeah, we got to cruise because I got to go to the bedroom and get the black pearls chip. Oh, good one, Michelle. Did Linda put up the last word yet? No, she hasn't. His voice is fluctuating as he read the uplifting epilogue. I like that, Michelle. You are in. Timmy Ray, Captain Jack, my mom Joanne wants to know, do you think that Elvis Presley is still alive? Because she believes that Elvis Presley is still alive. I will say stranger things have happened. Elvis was very, very spiritual. Almost still being alive, I don't know. Elvis didn't joke around that much. But, hey, who knows? He had an itch to write an uplifting story about wolves and crocodiles. But I fear the epilogue means I must choose between lupine and the reptile. Good one, Carl. Okay, Nancy, our treasured home. The epilogue fluctuates between an uplifted mood and a solemn mood. And our treasured home is right here. And you are in, Nancy. Nicely done, yes. Okay, did we scratch off D's yet? No, we did not. Difficult. Let's see here. Deal. And that's it. Next is an X. I think I did see one X. Yes, Pixel has an X. And that's it for X's. We have 3 letters left. We've only spelled one word so far. This letter is an E. So, menu and cure. Pressure has a couple E's. Epilogue has a couple E's. There's an X that we missed in example. Example has a couple E's. Oh, pixel. And flames. Deal. Bellevue has 2 E's. Did you know where the other Bellevue is, Frank? I can tell you. It's over by H word town. And Tina and I went there, I don't know, a year and a half ago. There was a small get together. Uh, Bill and Nancy were there. Uh, can't remember. Okay, base has an E. Kneecap has a couple E's. Ego has an E. Fluctuate. We have two words spelled in puzzle two. Off and ego. You take the husky out at 8. Okay. All right. We have two letters left. One of them is a J. I see one J so far. And juror, however you say that. I think that's it for J's. Okay, last letter, people. Not offhand. It's over by Holt, Frank. Holt, Michigan. It would be west of Holt, Michigan. I can't remember the number of the road. It's a secondary road. N. Man. We spelled that. That's in puzzle 1. And menu. So we have two words so far in puzzle 1 that we've spelled. Takes 3 to win at least 5, and I don't see any other N's in puzzle 1. Puzzle 2, canary, almond, however you say that, kneecap, neck, we don't have the C, once, we don't have the C, and that is it. Let's look. Double check. Any C's or R's? I'm not seeing either one. William, that's a good one. That's a good one. I never did put up the fourth word, which was itch, but that's okay. Looking for R's, looking for L's and T's. I do not see any L's or T's. No R's, no C's, no L's, no T's. S. Scott, no C's, no T's, no B's. No L's, no C's, no R's, no B's, no T's. See, there's a P in kneecap. Doesn't help us. We don't have the C. R, C, T, C, 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 L, C, T, T. I'm sorry, Kyle. That sucks. All right. I am going to step out, grab the black pearls, scratch off. Be right back. You guys chat amongst yourselves, make up a sentence. Linda or Sue has. So I'll put Sue's in there right now before I forget. Lucky dog, you are in. And double check me, Linda, to make sure I haven't missed somebody. I don't know what to say, mateys. It doesn't appear to be on my nightstand. It's not mixed up with these two. Oh, where could it have gone? Double check the notebook. Not there. We may have to. Wait. Dun, da, da, da. I found it. All right. How many more people am I putting in a pot? We got to do this fast because Nate's going on in 12 minutes. Jersey mosquitoes. Blood type O neg, okay. I am not seeing anybody. I think Sue was the last one I put in the pot. It's to hell, yeah, it's to hits will fluctuate between being an uplifting story of the road and a tough tale of the real nitty gritty that travelers face every day. I gotta put that on the screen, Sue. That's a good one. And I think everybody that has made a sentence, I hope, is in the pot. And we don't have as many people in the pot as we did. I'm going to give it one more minute just to make sure Linda, Nancy, whoever, correct me if I've missed someone. I'm going to blow it a schnoz. How gross. Well, can't breathe unless I blow the nose. New comments. Night. All right, Frank. Be careful. Please check in. We'll be around Saturday, of course, at noon and at 6 p.m. New York time, Eastern time. Extended middle finger, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we really appreciate you, Frank. So please, be safe, and we don't want to read about you in the evening news. So how many people have we got in the pot? It's exactly 5 in here. Come on. I'm almost feeling guilty that more of you didn't make sentences, including my sister. She's good at games. Surprise. And she's got just as much chance of winning as anybody. I mean, there's no exclusions. Nobody's excluded, except for me. I'm excluded. Even Holly has a chip from somewhere. Saturday I'll be here at 6. Okay. The only naturals. The Husky is the baby of the other naturals. That's right. Okay, I'm about to draw one. It's in my hand. What color is it? It's red. It's Michelle. Did you make a sentence, Michelle? I don't remember, but I drew your chip. Make sure. Well, thank you, Linda. I don't want to redraw. Just if Michelle was entered, wait, I mean that's not fair. If you say 7 should be. I scrolled up looking for sentences. Ah, oh, is Michelle here? Because that's one of the rules. You do have to be here. Okay, so there was Michelle, and if Linda tells me something different, I'm going to do a redraw. It's Michelle, Sue, Carl, Nancy Drew, and Nancy Hawkins, and William Brody. She made one. Okay. That's good. So that's 2, 4. Okay, we got 6. And we drew Michelle. And I'm going to say Michelle is here. Carl says she is. So let's do black pearls for Michelle Leonardo. Where did our quarter go to? There it is. Okay, there are 6 black pearls on here. And then there are 12 shells below that. It's a match your numbers. You're going to be Michelle. Okay. Yeah, you could pull it off. Anybody that can wear a cow outfit can pull off anything. And then there's some $10 bonuses, or not $10, but there's 3 bonuses up there where if you get the shell, you win the bonus. Okay, the first winning number is a 37, and Michelle has 14. Doesn't work. I'm gonna go fast because we gotta go raid Nate at 8. 40 is a winning number, and Michelle has 39. How close can you get? 32. Michelle has 5. 2, and Michelle has 12. 36. Michelle has 11. The win all number is a 25. Michelle has 28. Okay, now we have 6 more shells. 21 does not match. 34 doesn't match. 19, no match. 20, no match. Why do I keep buying losing tickets? 35, she had 36, no match. Last shell is a 10. And no match. Okay, the $10 bonus is a map. Yes, we walked into that one, Carl. Sounds a little risque. Okay, the $20 bonus has a flag, and you got to have a shell. The $50 bonus, let's hope it's a barrel. Well, this is a barrel of bull crap. I'm sorry, Michelle, but this black pearl's another loser. Put it in the loser pile. What can I say? It is 5 minutes to. Can we get a link, please, to Nate's channel? A new store. Thank you, Lynn. You know, I've been buying these at random stores because I've learned over the years of scratching off tickets myself. It seemed like if I bought, let's say, $20 worth of tickets at one place, quite often none of them won. Or if I bought one at the store or one at the other store that I happened to be at anyway, And maybe I might make a special survey to Party World on Alpine, the luckiest store on the planet. Buy one there, whatever, in the course of a day or two, and blow $20, and then I would maybe win it back, or at least win part of it back. It's entertainment, it's gambling, it is what it is. And then I've been lucky where I've actually won real good. So I would rather that you guys would win something. So I don't mind spending the money to see if you guys win. It's part of the popularity of our show. All right. Jonathan Zuck is here. He's just listening in the background. We are about in 2 minutes now, Jonathan. We're going to go raid Nate. Nate at 8, which is Land Cloud Adventures. I think you knew that. So Carl's going out to walk the dogs a minute, or at least one of the dogs, Kea. That's his dog. He's babysitting, dog sitting. It's his co-worker's husky. So he's got a husky and a little Kiso in his RV for the next several days, basically a week. And they get along. That's cool. That's real cool. Yeah, we'll see you over there, Jonathan. Okay. I never did change the background tonight, did I? We could go to Angela's bathroom, but we're going to go to, what is it, Morro Bay? Something Bay. Thank you, Nancy. So glad you came aboard, and all of you mates. Glad you came aboard. Hope to see you around. Don't forget, Saturday at noon. And we will be starting with a new feature channel that we hopefully haven't featured before. And it'll be fun as always. And I'm pretty 90% sure that Holly will be coming on with a weekly laugh report on Saturday evening. I'm about 90% sure. I could ask her, Holly, you plan on being on Saturday night, right? She's not hearing me. Holly! Depends on how sore she is from moving. Okay, we'll leave it at that. Okay, Bree. We'll see you over at Nate's, or we'll see you somewhere. Maybe I'll get to tell some of those dirty jokes at Ron Darrell's later, or not. Probably fall asleep. Only because of the stupid head cold that's driving me nuts. But I know you need rest to get rid of an infection, so there it is. Yes, Michelle. Sorry you didn't win more. At least you won a chance. All right, mates. It's 8. Let's go. Fair winds and smiles. And of course, may God bless.